Well, here I am, 72, and I can hardly believe it. I mean, I feel exactly the same as I always have. I don't feel old. And I really am healthy for my age. I'm healthy for any age. I mean, I really hardly take any medication except one injection for osteoporosis every 6 months. I mean, I try to eat really well as I can, and I do try to exercise. I'm wearing a Fitbit, and I do work at my steps. But 72? I mean, really? And then this pandemic came, and I got so bored staying at home. I'm just used to doing things, and not so much physically, but with my mind. And I just didn't know what to do. I've always volunteered for the Red Cross, and I've taken some really high-level volunteer positions, and they just weren't satisfying me. And then I kept thinking, what could I do? What could I do that will be a passion? It has to be a passion, just like my Red Cross work was a passion. And then, I don't know, one day it just came to me, maybe I'll start a blog. I had tried one on Google years ago for Red Cross, and nobody ever looked at it, that's for sure. But I bought a book online and how to start a blog, and I read it cover to cover, and I thought, they have a new thing called WordPress, and sounds pretty easy. And I just followed the directions step by step, and I put it up, and I had a blog, and I started writing posts. I discovered it wasn't so easy after all. Writing posts are just the one part of it. I had to really educate myself on how to do a blog. There was a lot of work involved with it, and a lot of tech stuff, and just learning the ropes. But I did it in July of 2020, and it was wonderful. It was perfect for me. I decided to do a blog on my travels because I've done so much traveling in my life. I've been to like 44 countries and 46 cruises. I just had a lot of experiences. I thought, well, I can talk about this endlessly. And so that's what I wrote about. At first, I said the focus is going to be for older cruisers, and I named it the Silver Voyager. But then when I went on these sharing Facebook pages where you share your links to get feedback and comments and things like that, I found out that the people doing blogs are generally the millennial women. So I had to kind of switch the focus to a more general adult audience. I definitely wasn't writing about traveling with children, but I kind of changed it to an adult focus. So I was doing that for 8 months. I was posting every week. It took all week to write the post because of the research involved, the optimization of the pictures, and on and on and on. It's like doing a term paper every week, but I loved it because I was passionate about it. I did it for 8 months. I'm still doing it every week. I post a travel blog on thesilvervoyager.com. But then I started looking at YouTube, and I found one or two ladies who were over 70, and they emphasized that over 70 part. And primarily they were showing makeup and skincare. And I thought, well, maybe this is something I could do. Maybe there's an audience on YouTube over 70 that's just looking for articles more pertinent to them instead of all the animal videos, which I love and I watch them. I wasn't sure I wanted to do just makeup and skincare. That's really not my thing. So I already had one or two channels that I was posting videos from my trips, and I thought, well, maybe I can do a lifestyle video channel for those over 70. Let me give it a try. What will I name it? The other ladies used over 70 in their title. There was one who was called Sandra. Oh, she said over 60 with Sandra. Well, I generally go by the name Sandra, but I thought, well, I won't use that. I'll use Sandy. So Sandy over 70 came to me pretty quickly. I wanted people to know it was for older adults. And so I worked at it. I started recording. I found out I could easily record on my desktop computer with the Wondershare Filmora program, which is what I'm doing now. I just started talking to the camera. My first one was pretty bad. Oh my, I had so many ands and ahs, and I really even couldn't delete them out. I'm getting better. But I found out that the editing process takes much longer actually than the video recording. I learned how to do that, and I tried to find some information on how to be a vlogger, VLOG, which stands for video log. And right now I'm trying to feel my way. I decided to do one makeup skincare video because that seems to be what people want. But that's it. And I've talked about a lot of other things, as you can see from my channel. And I'm just trying to feel my way as to what people would find helpful. So that's my story. I'm a retired nurse, administrator. I also worked for the Red Cross for 5 years as a disaster director, and I've been a volunteer in many organizations. I hope that you subscribe, that you find these videos valuable in some way, and that you'll leave me comments so I know what direction you'd like me to go. Thanks so much for checking in. Goodbye.